What is happening, Internet? K-Wing here, and it's time for your Bat News. Today we're going to be talking about the cobbled-together Batsuit and a muscle car Batmobile. Say what? If you want to know what I'm talking about, well, you have to stay tuned right after this. Alright, so it's been a while since I've done this, but let's get on to it, shall we? Yes, we're going to be talking about the Batsuit today, and how it is a homemade Batsuit. And no, don't think of something horribly homemade. Think of something really awesome, similar to Ben Affleck's Batsuit, which was, of course, spandex with Kevlar and cool cape and really tiny ears, very reminiscent to, of course, Adam West. But the bat ears are not going to be tiny, that much I can tell you, at least if my information is correct. Now, keep in mind the following is a rumor until Matt Reeves actually says, hey, this is what it is, same with Warner Brothers, so please take the following with a grain of salt. But I have also pieced together a lot of bat information from different bat sources, so let's get to this. I am one to believe that, from different info I've heard, that the Batsuit is not going to be blue and gray like a lot of people are thinking. And if it is blue and gray, don't think it's going to be full-blown comic book, you know, really cartoony-looking Batsuit. That's not going to fly, because one of the main reasons that the Batsuit has been black, mostly, or black and very dark gray, or very dark gray and, you know, whatever else, it has to do with how the suit looks on film. If you make it too blue, then different shots aren't going to come out quite as cool. Sometimes the Batsuit will look a little bit too cartoony, whereas when you have a black Batsuit, it casts a better shadow. It looks more dark and, you know, menacing and things like that. If you're running around in, say, the 1970s Batsuit, depending on the lighting, Batman is not going to look very intimidating. And this is going to be a Batman that not necessarily you're going to be afraid of, unless, you know, you're in a dark alley and you're committing a horrible crime. No, this is a Batsuit that it's going to want to kind of disappear in a sense. We don't know if this Batman from Matt Reeves' universe was trained by ninjas akin to Christopher Nolan's Christian Bale Batman, and it doesn't really matter because this is a Batman that, just like Affleck, is going to stick to the shadows. And the reason why I keep bringing up Ben Affleck's Batsuit is because I honestly believe we're going to see something very similar to that. Not necessarily spandex, but we'll say very lightweight armor that looks like a traditional comic book Batsuit. Maybe similar to different reports we've heard, like Batman INC. Without the yellow oval, I don't believe they're going to be using that, which is a shame. I would love to see the actual bat symbol come back on Batman's chest, because that yellow target served a purpose for drawing attention away from Batman's vital parts, as that was the part of the suit that had the most protection. But yeah, I think we're at least 20, maybe 10 years before DC will start circulating the yellow oval again in the Batsuits. But no, I would think more like the Batman Rebirth suit, except more pieced together. Like, maybe you would see some stitching and some rough work. Lucius Fox is not going to be the individual to put together the Batsuit this time around, nor is Alfred. This is something that Bruce, over the years, which I believe this is supposed to be a Batman year 2, year 3 situation, which also aligns with a lot of Robin rumors about Dick Grayson showing up, or the Graysons being the family that was killed, that is having the grand funeral, which is actually being, we'll say, paid for by the Wayne Foundation out of guilt and stuff for the death of Dick Grayson's parents. If true. If not, then the massive funeral that is being filmed is actually a crime boss, or like someone related to either the Falcones or the Maronis or something like that, because, you know, crime bosses have a lot of money. But back to the Batsuit. So over the years, Bruce has been piecing together different parts of the Batsuit to make it whole. Whether or not this is going to be a rough, nasty patch job, I don't think so. Maybe if this was like a year 1 situation. Some people are freaking out like, what do you mean cobbled together Batsuit? That's going to be terrible. And one artist actually went and made a pretty cool image. His name escapes me at the moment, but I do have his picture here. This is his rough idea of what of course, Pattinson will look like in the Batsuit. And it's not bad. As you can see, it's very dark. It's got like black and some gray and stuff like that. So this you could see jumping out of view from the comic books. It's not a horrible suit, but again, this is just this artist's interpretation. This is not Matt Reeves' suit. Don't go being like, oh, this is the Batsuit, I love it. No, this is just a picture of what the suit could look like. I also give full credits to the artist and his name in the description. I'm literally throwing this together in between all the other work that I'm doing, so apologies if this is, quote, a patch job. I just feel you guys deserved a video, and I've been just way too busy to really do anything. I am not agreeing with different things I've heard about a blue and gray Batsuit because I just don't think it would really work in the gritty world that Matt Reeves is trying to create. This is going to be a detective noir setting, and we're going to see Batman actually get his hands dirty solving some serious crimes and murder cases and things like that. So the blue and the gray, while an iconic Batsuit, I don't think it would translate well to film. So I think we're still going to be seeing something very dark and gritty, and that's going to work in this kind of very gothic world that Matt Reeves is piecing together, which you can actually see from different set photos that Gotham City is getting a very, we'll say Burton vibe. Very gothic, very not modern-y like we've seen with Nolan and, of course, Ben Affleck's Batman. Although Ben Affleck's Batman, we didn't really get to see much of Gotham, just a couple set pieces. You're going to feel like Gotham is a character in this film. Speaking of another character, the Batmobile is being turned into a muscle car, and some people are like, wait a second, muscle car? That's kind of weird. But Batman has had a muscle car if you go back to the 1970s. I don't know if this is going to be a very flashy Batmobile like what we saw with Keaton's mobile. It could be, or it might not be. So you might not be seeing Bat spoilers. You might get a little bit of a Bat motif to it, but it's going to look like a very functional car. Originally, Chris Nolan actually was going to have the Batmobile turn into Bruce's car about town, which is an idea that you saw in the Telltale Batman. Wayne's transportation actually turned into the Batmobile itself. I don't know if that's going to be true for, of course, Matt Reeves' thing. Batman is going to be a little bit lighter on the gadgets that we've seen because, as far as we know, Lucius Fox and some of these other characters aren't really working with Batman at this point in his career, which is fine. I mean, it's happened before. In year one, Batman was not really had a big circle of friends, so to speak. He had Alfred, and that was about it. And whatever they could put into the Batsuit to make it both functional and protective, that's what they did. So I love that. I love that approach, and I think it's going to work well. And you can say the same as that's what you're going to see for the Batmobile. This is something that Bruce was able to pick up in the experimental stages, like at an auto show or something like that, and he's added some Bat gadgets, so there will be Bat gadgets added to the Batmobile. Wouldn't be the same without that kind of stuff, right? So I think people just need to, you know, slow their rolls a little bit and not be too concerned about some of this information about muscle car Batmobile, because yeah, I think it's legit. I also believe that Matt Reeves will show both the Batsuit and the Batmobile at the same time, just like Snyder did when he revealed Affleck's Batsuit and Batmobile to the world for BVS, and that got the internet talking. Whenever Batman news drops that's about film, it is monumental. So I think Matt Reeves is just waiting until February to make this official, because they actually have some pretty serious red tape for people that leak both the Batsuit and the Batmobile, and I don't think anybody's going to be crazy enough to do that, because Warner Brothers will not hold their punches. We are talking like life-shattering, destroying lawsuits for any poor soul that leaks the Batsuit in whatever detail. I think people should just wait until Reeves actually shows that, because I don't think people are going to be disappointed. So just to recap, I think the Batsuit is going to be more akin to the comics, but not blue and gray or dark blue and gray, because it won't translate well to film. It would also kind of look purplish, like Adam West's suit did sometimes when they were filming, since he was one of the only Batman that had a blue and gray suit. Affleck's suit was not blue and gray, which reports earlier said that was going to be the case. and his suit turned out to be very comic book Frank Miller-ish. I don't believe we're going to be seeing like a very, we'll say, polished Batsuit. I think over the course of this trilogy, it's going to get fine-tuned, and Batman will get some help making his suit look better. But anyway, that's it for me. I'm spent. I've got to go do some other projects. But in the comment section below, what do you think about the Batsuit? Do you think I'm hitting all the right points, or do you think I'm totally off and it's going to be something we've never seen before? I never trust reports where people say this is a Batsuit that has never been seen on film, because it contradicts other reports that I've heard that the Batsuit is going to give you that same Ben Affleck feel, but be a little bit different. So it's going to be a comic book Batsuit, it just won't be the Affleck Batsuit. That's my take, but I could be horribly wrong. Again, this is all rumor, so we'll see when it actually happens. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Tonight, I will be doing Superman 64, so wish me luck. I'm not playing the whole game, so please don't worry about my health, but I hope you guys will tune in for that. And we'll be talking more about Batman in February, because if the Bat source is correct, there's going to be a lot of Batman information between February and March that you guys are going to be pretty hyped about. As well as Robin's anniversary of 80 years is this year. But anyway, until we meet again, Gothamites, thanks so much for listening. God bless, and happy gaming.